House Democrats have elected a new member to its leadership. Congressman Joe Neguse was elevated to the role of Assistant House Democratic Leader on Wednesday, replacing Congressman Jim Clyburn of South Carolina. The Colorado lawmaker's ascension marks a full turnover of Democratic leadership. Congressman Clyburn was the only member to retain a leadership position after former Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Majority Leader Steny Hoyer stepped down, and Congressman Neguse joins us now. Congratulations on your new position. And I think we'll start. Well, there's been a lot going on this week. We'll just get this one out of the way. How has the Biden impeachment inquiry been going? Because every day we cover it, there seems to be something new that happens that reveals there's nothing new.
Well, it's good to be with you, Mika, and thanks for having me on. I have to just first say Jim Clyburn is a living legend and a civil rights icon, a trailblazer. No one can replace him. So I'm grateful to him for his mentorship and to be able to benefit from his wisdom in the House Democratic Caucus, as we all are. With respect to the impeachment, you said it well. It is a farcical effort, I think, to distract and obfuscate away from the dangerous plans that House Republicans have that I think are destructive for the American people in terms of their plans to cut Social Security, cut Medicare, and ultimately impact working families in a negative way. You know, and you've, of course, covered this extensively, that House Republicans have yet to offer any evidentiary basis for their impeachment effort, no cogent articulation as to how any of what they've alleged would meet the constitutional standard for impeachment, which is an exacting one. And the American people know that well because they know what a high crime and misdemeanor looks like. They saw it on January 6th with respect to former President Trump's conduct on that day and the days leading up to it. So I think that this impeachment is dead on arrival. The Republicans know that. I hope they'll see the light soon and get serious about governing.
So in the middle of all this, a lot of important issues are not getting the time they deserve. The border, the Republicans punted on that, and obviously foreign aid, which we're going to talk about in just a moment. But you were impeachment manager on Trump's impeachment inquiry. It seems what's going on between the two parties right now, it's all about massive contrast. And in these impeachment inquiries, describe the contrast.
Yeah, I think that you're right, Mika. In some respects, kind of the larger contrasts and the two starkly different visions that House Democrats, President Biden, and House Republicans have offered to the country. House Democrats have been focused on addressing consequential challenges that our country faces: lowering costs, growing the middle class, building safer communities, putting people over politics, offering a hopeful vision for the future. And House Republicans have done the opposite. They want to drag our country backwards, unfortunately, led, of course, by former President Trump. They're focused exclusively on retribution. And, of course, this impeachment effort, as I said, a farcical one at that doesn't meet any of the constitutional standards, is precisely that. It represents the sum total of what they'd like to achieve with their power. And they've wasted about 14, 15 months now in the United States Congress on these activities when we could be doing the work of the American people that they expect us to do.
So, Congressman, given your new leadership position, what will you be focusing on that is legitimately within the realm of possible, given the division that you were just discussing?
Well, I would say that, first and foremost, Leader Jeffries, from the outset of the 118th Congress, as you know, has extended the hand of partnership to House Republicans, has made every effort to work in good faith to address some of those consequential challenges that we face. I think that he has done a masterful job, just a masterful job with Ranking Member DeLauro of the Appropriations Committee, just by way of example, in negotiating the appropriations bills that we are taking up this week and have taken up in the last several weeks, bills that keep the government open and ensure that critical services remain up and running for the American people. There will be more opportunities in the coming months. The reauthorization of the Farm Bill, incredibly important to America's farmers and folks back in Colorado, in my state, and elsewhere. The FAA reauthorization. There's important work to do in Washington. And so I'm humbled to be able to be part of the leadership team and work with Leader Jeffries and the incredible members of the House Democratic Caucus to get it done.
Assistant House Democratic Leader, Congressman Joe Neguse of Colorado. Thank you and congratulations. We appreciate your coming on this morning.
Thank you.